Okay, well, this day is not going well. Fortunately, I did start something last night, but I didn't do a lot. So I've been working all morning trying to get started, and it's just not working. And my son was puttering around the house. Mimi worked this morning, so she left really early before I got up, and she came back. And when she came back, they went out, presumably for lunch. I don't know. They just left. And then the phone rang, and I'm getting a message that I have low battery. The phone rang, and it was my sister. I said, "So how's it going?" And she says, "Well, it's been an interesting week." I said, "What happened?" Well, her son, driving my mother's car, he got my parents' car when my mother passed away. And yeah, it's totaled. They had to cut him out of it. They had to cut the roof off and get him out because it was such a horrifying accident. He's okay. It happened on Wednesday. He already is out of the car. Yes, out of the car. Is out of the hospital, and he's actually gone car hunting with my sister and his wife. But he was driving, and another car, oncoming car, didn't look, and they pulled out. It's a two-lane highway. Pulled out to pass, and my nephew managed to swerve a little, so the car just took off the side of his car, and then he went into the ditch, and car ended up sort of standing on its end, and it sounds horrifying, but he's okay. He just says that his insides hurt, which is kind of weird, because I told my sister, don't go to a chiropractor, go to a physiotherapist if he feels anything. He says, well, he doesn't feel that his muscles it's just his insides hurt. And what a wrench to your body, it's pretty bad. Anyway, so that was this morning. So that didn't help me. My work didn't get any better. I'm still stuck. But at least I had something interesting to tell my kids. You're nice and warm. My hands are cold. Yeah, so that's all that's happened today. I've gotten nowhere. And my nephew was in a terrible car accident. But he's okay. He's okay. You don't even know him. And I'm having lunch. Nuts and bread. What did I do this week? I'm sure I've made videos, but let me rehash. One, I bought my jacket that I spotted at Sport Check, so that was good. And yesterday I wore it. It was so cold that I wore it to school. And it was very warm. It was lovely. That's a jacket that you need when you're outside, not me, but it will do for me. It's too warm walking around the mall, but everywhere else it was just fine. So good jacket, happy with that. And I bought my stove, my range, which my son spotted. And I got in touch with my daughter because my son had to go to school, and we met. This was Friday. Yesterday. Really? It was yesterday? Yeah. Because it was after school. Was it Friday or was it? No, it wasn't yesterday. It was Thursday. So I texted her. I said, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I'm just picking up Maxton." And I told her that my son couldn't come, but I would like to look at this stove, this range. And she said, "Sure," because her husband wasn't going to be home anyway, so they might as well come visit me halfway, rather than all the way to here, just halfway, same distance for her. And we arrived in the parking lot at Home Depot at the exact same time. I got him out of my car, locked my car, turned around, and saw her getting Maxton out of the car. So we met at the exact same time. Because I took the 401, and I cursed taking the 401 because it was a bottleneck right there, and I slowed down to a crawl, but it was still faster than going the other way. So we made it at the same time, and I bought my stove. It's going to get picked up by my son tomorrow. So this ugly, horrible monstrosity is going to be gone. It's not a monstrosity, it's a little thing. Smeg. The old Smeg stove oven from when I lived in the Dome, and the non-functioning cooktop from when I lived in the Dome. And it's all going out, and it's going to be replaced by a beautiful induction range, which I had planned from the beginning to get. And my husband and I had, scoped out induction ranges, and the price of it was over $3,000, and it was horrendously expensive. But anyway, that's what I was hoping to be able to put in next year when I was going to do the kitchen finally. And it turns out this cooktop was there when my son went getting the plastic wrap for the shed. He saw it and he said, "Mom, this range is sitting at Home Depot and it's on sale for half price." And I had something else that would come off of it too. I had some sort of something at Home Depot. So I was able to buy that range. For half price. My sister, she went, "Wow." Yeah. That was the point where I thought, okay, I have this much money for the entire renovation. It's not a lot. It's not as much as I thought it would be. I'm only allowed to spend this much. Will I be able to have my beloved induction cooktop and oven, well, the induction oven, the range that we were looking at, will I be able to afford it? And because my son has an eagle eye, I am going to be able to afford it. Thank you. My sister said, somebody must be looking over us because everything's okay. Yeah. Boy, he was lucky. He could have been killed. But he's not. He's not. Wow. What a bad year. What a bad couple of years. Anyway, I got to get back to work.